Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like somehow, no matter what you do, you just don't look or feel your best? Most people think that that's just genetics, or maybe bad luck. But here's the truth. Lack of discipline shows itself physically, mentally, and emotionally, whether you notice it or not. It's not about vanity, it's about how your brain, body, and habits literally shape who you are. Stay with me through this video, because by the end, you're going to have a concrete way to start turning this around immediately. Now before we dive in, grab your notebook and your pen, because this isn't just talk. I want you to walk away with something you can look back at and actually implement. Discipline is like a muscle, and we're going to train it right now, together. Most people don't realize it, but discipline, or lack of it, affects everything about your appearance. From posture, to skin clarity, to the way you carry yourself. Habits shape what people see before you even speak. According to a 2018 study in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine, people who consistently exercise self-control in multiple areas of life show better health markers, including lower cortisol levels, better sleep quality, and improved physical appearance. Write this down. Your consistency directly impacts how the world sees you. For example, someone who skips workouts, eats without mindfulness, or never plans their day develops not just physical consequences, but subtle energy shifts that others can pick up on instantly. This is why discipline isn't just about doing tasks, it's about how you exist in the world. Even more, your energy communicates before you do. Spiritual teacher Deepak Chopra has said that consistent, intentional habits align your internal energy, which can be felt by others. So, discipline isn't just a personal tool, it's a social amplifier. Here's where we get scientific. When you lack discipline, your brain constantly seeks short-term rewards, scrolling social media, binge eating, procrastinating. Neuroscientific research shows that the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for self-control, literally becomes weaker with repeated avoidance of discipline. In contrast, practicing small, consistent acts of self-control strengthens this area over time. Write this down. Every small act of discipline strengthens my brain and my presence. Even something as simple as making your bed, planning your meals, or writing a to-do list fires the circuits that lead to better focus, appearance, and energy. This is why people with extreme discipline look sharper. They literally think sharper. So next time you feel lazy or distracted, know that your brain is adapting, and every undisciplined choice has a physical echo in how you carry yourself. Discipline doesn't just affect the body, it affects how you feel about yourself. People who struggle with consistency often carry a subtle tension, frustration, or shame even if they hide it. Psychological research indicates that repeated failures to follow through creates patterns in the brain where self-perception becomes tied to incompetence or guilt. Write this down. Discipline shapes your confidence and emotional presence. For example, someone who doesn't stick to small daily commitments feels unaligned internally, and that lack of alignment shows up in their posture, tone, and facial expression. Here's a simple exercise. Commit to one small daily discipline. Make your bed or journal for 5 minutes, and watch how it shifts your confidence. Your emotions literally become a mirror of your habits. The better your discipline, the more positive and grounded your presence. Let's get practical. Certain habits silently destroy your discipline. Constant multitasking, late night screen time, skipping meals, and ignoring your physical health all erode your ability to follow through. Behavioral psychologists call these stealth discipline killers because they feel harmless but weaken your prefrontal cortex and energy flow. Write this down. Identify one habit that consistently derails you and commit to changing it this week. For example, if you scroll aimlessly for 30 minutes every morning, replace it with a 10-minute walk or a journaling session. That small, deliberate choice builds momentum that affects every other habit. The key here is awareness. You can't fix what you don't notice. Start by logging your daily distractions for 3 days. It will shock you how many small things are secretly stealing your discipline. Discipline isn't just a behavior, it's an identity. But here's the difference. Instead of telling yourself, I need to be disciplined, we're going to give you a real identity statement you can write down and use daily. So write this down. I am the type of person who takes consistent action, even when it's uncomfortable. Say it to yourself every morning and repeat it before any task you resist. Psychology calls this identity-based motivation. Your behaviors follow the identity you reinforce. For example, if your identity says, I am consistent, you'll start choosing actions that align with it automatically. This is how extreme discipline begins. It's not a feeling, it's a statement that directs your choices and your energy, and people can feel it before you even speak. Your environment is silently shaping your discipline every second. Cluttered rooms, unplanned schedules, and constant notifications drain your mental energy and make procrastination automatic. Neuroscience shows that our brain responds to cues. If your phone is out, your willpower dips automatically. So write this down. Remove one environmental trigger that leads you to procrastinate. For example, put your phone on airplane mode while working, or keep your workspace clean and minimalist. These small adjustments reduce mental friction and increase follow-through. Even your social environment matters. Being around people who normalize laziness or inconsistency subtly pulls your behavior down. Choose environments, physical and social, that reflect the disciplined version of yourself you want to become. Discipline grows through small, consistent wins. Every time you finish a task you planned, no matter how small, your brain releases dopamine, reinforcing that behavior. This is why high-disciplined people often have a visible presence. They are constantly winning small battles, and it accumulates. Write this down. Pick 3 small wins to achieve today and track them. For example, drinking water consistently, finishing a short workout, and completing one work task before checking social media. These small wins compound into confidence, energy, and even a subtle glow of discipline that others notice. Science backs this up. Research in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology shows that achieving small goals consistently strengthens self-control and resilience, which translates to energy, focus, and a more commanding presence. So let's bring this together. Today, we talk about how discipline literally affects how you look and feel, from your energy, posture, and confidence, to your habits and even brain chemistry. We covered why small habits sabotage your discipline, how identity statements reinforce it, and how environment and small wins compound into real presence. I really appreciate you all for spending these moments with me, diving deep into this with me, and I hope these tips give you something tangible you can use right now. Take a look at your notes later, review the identity statements, check your environment, and start building small wins consistently. If this video gave you clarity or sparked something, leave a like. Comment down below about one habit you're going to change today, and share it with someone who could use this insight. And if you want to keep building mental toughness, self-discipline, and habits that actually stick, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, keep training your mind, protecting your energy, and showing up in the world as your most disciplined self. Peace.